Well, it's an exciting day here. I'm about to raise our new headsail up and get her on a further. Go sailing soon, hopefully. A little bit more breeze than I would like. See the flag fluttering. Maybe 10 or 12 knots. See how I do. It's gonna be a little bit noisy, a little bit chaotic, but I'll get it up.
In hoisting our brand new jib, we're finally getting to the more exciting part of the refit, and that much closer to actual cruising. We got settled into our new home at the dock at Federico's Marina here in Penasco, Mexico. Sorting the dock lines, hosing down our dusty deck, and unpacking the rest of our things from the apartment before moving on to checking out our beautiful new jib, thanks to our partners at Precision Sails.
It looks so good.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I just love everything about it. I like the size.
Now we made it orange.
Yeah.
Pretty sick logo.
Yeah.
I love the orange sail. Looks good. So I was just taking a look at the sail, and I just been putting it in and out and stuff like that, and adjusting the tension on the halyard and things like that. But I did notice that our furling line is quite a bit of shape on it. I have a spare on board, but I'll show you guys. Like, see here, like this is not going to last a season, so it's going to have to come on out and be swapped over. It's always a little bit of a pain to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sheets off the sail, and then I'm going to put a sail tie, so you just kind of spin it and almost like pre-rig. There is a certain amount of reps inside the furling drum, and then obviously when we pull the sail out, it pulls the line back in. So I'm going to have to spin it all the way out and then count the number of loops that's on there right now, so that we have enough line at the back of the boat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at least 6. So when you unroll the sail, the line is pulling forward and out of the cockpit. So if you have too many wraps in the drum, it's not going to reach the back of the cockpit when the sail is out. So 6 seems to work well for us. So I like to keep a little bit of meat on there, because when it's very windy, it's harder to get the sail furled, which means you use more line for each wrap of the sail. Just noting where it's exiting the guard. You can't really put a special stopper knot. It's just like an overhand knot in here. Figure 8 will get jammed up. It can't slide up underneath the drum. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, because I'm sure this is pretty thoroughly stuck at this point.
On our second transatlantic crossing from Europe to the Caribbean, we actually broke our furling line while broad reaching in heavy Atlantic trade winds. Then, while Bill was on the bow trying to replace it, our transom was yawed by a large wave, resulting in a nasty crash jibe, snapping the preventer and blowing up our traveler. That's why we were always careful to inspect it regularly and keep a spare on board.
4, 5, 6. I'll do one more for good measure. 7. Okay. Got my new furling line on. Nice and fresh. Making sure it's not going to shake. Looks pretty good going into the drum. I'm really digging the new orange headsail. Easy to spot us in an anchorage. Check that out. That's probably 130 knot squall away from popping open this headsail. I'm going to see how much of it is damaged, because I might be able to cut it and use it as a spare. So that's what I'm examining right now.
It's a beautiful day here. I just talked to my mom, been on the phone for a while Bill has been attacking a new project, which is fixing these little sliders that
just degraded and falling apart.
Yeah, so the track
40 years old
for these things fell apart a long time ago, and you guys will probably maybe remember that the bottom ones we haven't had. They've just been like open. Like Bill just put the doors on right now, but we just basically haven't been using them, and it's been the way the top looks right now for the past, like, I don't even know. But obviously with these doors, it hides everything. So we're A, trying to fix the broken one up here, and B, trying to install one here so we can have these doors back.
It helps with the declutter of the boat though, like all these things add to the effect of like stuff everywhere, and there is a lot of stuff in there, but when you have
And
the
it's
wood
also
sliders
not functional because like, I don't think I've ever filmed it, but like you have to really yank them like that. And so anyway, so Bill bought these new tracks. He's putting them in now. And I think I'm gonna go for a quick walk. I've had like good days and bad days since the surgery. And I'm just really trying to prioritize my health. So I've been trying to go for a walk every day. I haven't like come even close to that. But yeah, because we're not doing our regular swimming and stuff, and there's no gym here. So I have to find ways to get cardio. So I'm gonna go do that now, I think.
They're all in. Took me about a day. It was not easy, but at least it hides all the crap behind that bottom one, and they slide way smoother now.
So what I'm working on at the moment is trying to clean the lime scale, oxidation, rust, all that stuff from our chrome faucet, because we had these for a few years and they've gotten really bad in the last year or so, and they cost like $50 to replace them. I think they can be cleaned. So I am trying baking soda and vinegar, and I'm gonna let it soak on some parts of it. And yeah, the easy part where it's not that so bad, I'm just gonna scrub off now. And this is the aftermath. I'm gonna leave these soaked in vinegar overnight, and I'm soaking a spot in here that I couldn't get off, but some of the pitting's already come off. Like on this, that's really good. And parts where it wasn't too bad, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it overnight. I got rid of the vinegar that like is places near rubber and stuff that I don't want it to be sitting. I just hope this works.
Wow, first dinghy ride of the season.
How does it feel?
Weird. Feels a lot less stable than I recall. Get out of here, bird. Yeah, feels pretty good though.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's go!
Demetrius is setting sail in 2 days to Mexico, so he is an eager beaver.
Big D, our friend, or Angel, as we've come to view him, is here for the last time to hang out on a now floating Calico Skies. A very different boat than the one he worked on for many, many hours over the last few months. Does everything sound good?
Yeah, started second pull.
Second pull, yeah.
Gear works.
Wow.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. You got a pork loin going on there. Oh yeah. Well, it's good to be back. From a nice elegant dinner in the cockpit, barbecuing with a teak table, to air conditioning down below. I'm feeling quite yachty. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Not really though.
Well, more than we have been, at
True.
least. So excited! I haven't eaten in the cockpit in so long. Something about eating outside. It's so nice. I miss barbecue.
It's bueno.
Pretty good. I miss everything. The boat. I even miss the train.
Mexico.
Mexico. It's a very small amount of wine. You
Where did
got
it all
there,
go?
honey.
You didn't
No, just poured it too.
It's dinner time.
Really good wine. Not expensive. I checked this situation out. And unfortunately, the chrome plating on these has chipped away, and underneath is like whatever metal this is that's rusted. The baking soda and salt worked really well on this faucet. I still have to scrub, but I can tell that it's kind of lifted. This is a different quality than that, obviously. And then same problem with this. It's just, no, I just wanted to save money, but I'm considering actually buying these again and seeing if there's something I can treat them with to kind of help prevent this happening. It took 3 years for them to get to this place, but I hate to buy something that's going to do the same thing again. So I have to think about it. Because the problem is that, well, obviously we have these already that fit perfectly in those holes, but also, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I hate talking about things that we don't film well, because it's like not the point of what we're doing here, but it takes an incredibly long time to put stuff away on a boat, and I know this, but I somehow forget it. It's just because, like, there's so few spaces, and every single new item you bring on a boat of any size or shape or dimension has to go somewhere where something is, and that item has to be moved around or thrown out. I fixed this whole area yesterday, and that looks amazing. Threw out some books, donated them actually to our cruisers lounge, and kind of went through stuff here. And actually, surprisingly, I'm sure to all you guys watching, I've spent hours in this bathroom, just like cleaning, but also just going through stuff. But I just want to say one more thing, which I've been thinking about and I haven't said on film, is that this is kind of a hard thing to articulate, and it might sound kind of weird, but there have been some silver linings to having cancer. I've spent a lot of time with my family. It's made me think a lot, which I'm not going to get into, but you know, things like how I spend my time and stuff. Again, I'll save that for another diatribe, but the thing I want to talk about is that it has stopped us from moving, and we haven't stopped moving in 7 years. And the main reason we never stopped is because we didn't know how long we had to sail. We only saved up enough money to go for 1 to 2 years, and so we just kind of wanted to push it as far as we could. And also financially, we were never in the position where we could do any of the things we're doing now to the boat. So we never stopped to do boat projects, other than when we were in Grenada. We were there for a month after our second Atlantic crossing to fix some stuff, but you know, we've installed a lot of systems on the go, and as you guys know, have made tons of repairs while on the go, but we haven't stopped and done work. And so the silver lining is that now that we've been forced to stop moving, we're doing so many things to Calico Skies that she needs and we need, and that are gonna improve our quality of life so much. And it's given us that pause to kind of look at the boat and just think about, you know, what she's done for us. And, you know, we're grateful we have this time to care for her now. It's good for the boat, it's good for us. Bill has very itchy feet, so, you know, this is not something that we would have done unless this health issue happened to me. And even though, you know, he has itchier feet than I am, meaning he wants to keep moving all the time, he's also really grateful in a way that this happened. So it's like a hard thing to articulate, but it's just something that's been on my mind. And yeah, I don't know, it's kind of that maybe things happen for a reason a little bit type of thing. So yeah, we're definitely going to benefit from this break. Okay, so Bill's been working on the head.
Yeah, she ain't working. This thing clogged.
She started doing that. I'm still working right now.
I'm trying to replace the whole pump here. I think it's just all jammed up, but I'm going to take it apart and find out what's going on.
Yeah, something happened from leaving it
in the desert.
Well, it was fine. Yeah, no, something happened since leaving it last fall, basically.
Yeah.
Right? Which isn't actually shocking, but it's been working, but just not very well. So we were able to put it off until now, and my mom might come next week to visit, and so we need to get the head working. So I kind of bumped up the priority list ahead of the rest of the fuel tank. And
we also can't really leave the marina without this being done, so.
Yeah, and I've been, we can't leave to go cruising without it done, is what he said. And I've been working a lot because I'm working on the mastectomy video, and man, this one's taking me 3 to 4 times as long as it normally does. So yeah, I've just been basically working for most of this week. You know, I'm filming a little bit and helping a little bit with the project, but haven't really made any progress on any of my like other boat to-dos really.
I don't think this thing is supposed to look like this. I think it just made it rock hard in the desert. And then the inside of the pump is just like caked of shit. Not shit. Well, probably mostly urine. Disgusting. So, I don't know.
But didn't we just... Oh no, that's... Wait, is that the pump or is that...
This is the actual pump. We've never changed this before.
Okay, that's...
See this seal here? It's supposed to look like this. See this thing? This little metal just like, I guess, flaps. I don't know if I'm gonna try to clean this up or just buy a new one. Because I had a whole spare on board, which is pretty lucky. I had rebuild kits, but this is way easier. So you can see, look at the difference. So every time you're trying to flush, this can't fully go up and down.
Oh my god.
So. Hey, so trial of the new head. This is the little things that make you happy, I guess.
I just had a very happy moment with the head. It actually flushes like other people's heads. Like, look at this. I could do it with my fingertips.
She's been having trouble with the surgery recovery and the head.
Almost.
I put a longer handle on too, so she has more leverage.
This is amazing.
You hear the water going everywhere? There you go.
All my friends are gonna know what I'm talking about because our head does not flush like this. And whenever I go to other people's boats, I'm like, what is going on?
She has head envy. All right, guys, exciting day here. We're about to pack the new Spinnaker from Precision. I can't wait to open it up and see what the logos look like. What we're gonna do is take our old sock from our old asymmetric and pack this one in it. So we're gonna move them both over here onto the pavement and out of the wind.
It seems like ages ago that we tore a hole in our Spinnaker heading north up the Sea of Cortez. We actually took measurements for the new sail when we first hauled Calico Skies out at Cabrales in early fall of 2022. And it's been sitting around since we received it many months ago now.
Really cool.
It's a really good feeling to finally get to admire it.
All right, let's try to get this thing attached.
First thoughts.
Pretty badass. I can't wait to see it flying.
Yeah.
I love the colors. Stop going on it.
Oh shit.
The sock that we're using for our new Spinnaker will help us to control the giant sail while we're raising and lowering it, as it serves as a sleeve for it to stay contained in until deployed or collapsed.
They gonna fit in there?
I don't know. Doesn't look like it. So much more crisp than the other one. So they provide us with turtle bag, which is significantly larger than the sail bag. I guess I'm not used to new Spinnakers. Ours is from 2004. So I think this will fit a lot better.
This for me? Oh. Thank you guys.
Yeah, for all the help,
Cool.
dude. We always wanted to get Demetrius something for all the help. He quit his job, or left his job, whatever you want to call it. But
Something happened
he's unemployed.
during the
And yeah, he's taking his boat south to Mexico. So if any of you guys are in Ensenada, look for Demetrius this summer.
Yes.
You ready to go, Big Z?
Officially
I'm
become
ready
a
to go.
cruiser.
He's become a cruiser.
He loved that work in the boatyard so much he just needed to have a taste of it for himself.
And I think that was part of the reason why he came down, was just to kind of learn and get around the boats. And I think his mission accomplished. That was good.
Without Big D's help, Bill would have been alone for much of Calico's bottom job, while I was seeing doctors in the US.
Watch everybody.
We will always be grateful to him for his help during such a difficult time.
That's so nice. Thank you. Oh,
Thanks for all your help, dude. We could, I mean, honestly,
thank
like,
you, dude.
without
That's
you, it
awesome.
would have been really hard for me. Grace is out, Grace is down and out, you know, so.
Saved our butts.
Cheers, I'm
You haven't done this in quite a while.
Now just time to check the rig, make sure everything is a-okay before we take it out sailing.
When's the last time we checked the rig? Probably like before we did this, somewhere on the trip up the Sea Cortez, I guess.
Yeah, I think I had the rudder. We had to shoot the radar, I had to fix. I think that was the last time I was up. Remember when the band broke?
Oh yeah, when was that?
Sea Cortez somewhere.
Through Phil a cloth because like everything is black. I don't think we've ever had this before.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, like your feet are like, I can see the black on your feet.
So far, I'm at the first spreader here. Radar dome is a little bit loose, so I'm gonna adjust those screws and nuts. Kind of crazy, all the solar panels are up here. Kind of checking, going really slowly. I'm gonna go up the other side as well, just to make sure it's all good. I can't believe how filthy the rig is, though. Ugh. So I got the radar tightened down a little bit. I'm up to the second spreader now. Just taking a look. Looks like this might need a little more tape on this, starting to come loose. I'll fix that. Checking like the fittings here, make sure I'm not seeing any damage. Okay, and I can see the beach.